really things like this. He had good engineers.
Okay.
He funded it, and his AI company is third best AI company currently.
Oh my God, in China.
Now, how he didn't invent AI? What
Okay.
he has done is the American
He,
invention. He used that to make. He has just engineered it.
oh my God. See,
Like you do not always have to be the inventor to make
you,
something.
you make something great.
Yeah,
Where తమ్ముడు, what we will do? This is the scenario,
and
and
uh, and the things like in this age of this thing, and we want to become IAS, IAS, IAS. This is shit, literally. See, America like countries, China like countries. See, even if you hold the position of IAS, if
yeah,
you are say, the third world country, if you do
mm,
not have economical and technological
advancement
advancement at par with these countries like America,
and
US,
China.
Russia, China, then
Yeah,
who are you?
yeah. Who are you? Yeah,
Yeah,
he will just say, "Oh, we have so bureaucrats."
yeah, we have bureaucrats. What else? So that is, uh,
Oh my God, really?
yeah, like you wouldn't think this kind of us. One day I was watching a video. There was a boy, really that kind of people we need actually. He was
Yeah.
very young and he was very knowledgeable about space, all
So,
these things
okay,
and
space science, astronomy, and all these
yeah,
things.
the
Yeah,
astronaut things. He was describing every possible thing. Really, he's if he grows up, if he has that same passion, he is really going to rock in
wow.
Indian space science.
Oh
If
my
he
God,
stays
he
really in
is
India,
from where?
I don't know, somewhere in UP or something. I think so. The
Yeah.
interview I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of people we need instead of
Yeah.
IAS banjo, IAS बन के क्या करोगे भाई?
Yeah. Of course, we required.
Of course, required नहीं है ना. अवार्ड इन्हें नड़ुत्तर కదా the political thing.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Even if
That
you do not
also.
want, you have to vote somebody,
Yeah.
some leader.
Yeah. Really. Even though IAS also from scientific background, cyclist engineering background, they have to think and what we can say that they can implement those things for in academical things. They have to change, bring evolution in academical things, but they could not do it.
Yeah, they are not doing it. Huh? They are the problem. They
Uh,
are in something like this.
yeah.
Really, yeah, ఈ టైంలో I think instead of teaching all this, what is this? Uh, instead of those Telugu literature and all these things, all these
Yeah.
years, we
Yeah.
should teach people like Kalam or Professor Sarabhai or someone who has done real great contributions in Indian technology and all these things.
Yeah. Yes.
Literally,
Yes.
at least that will give some idea. Okay, people are like this and they have done
Mm.
this
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
things. We how do we like this instead
Yeah.
of just becoming that bureaucrats.
Yeah. No, scientific advancement is required. Every field has been evolved by scientific, even though digitalization, file systems.
See, America, today it is behaving the way it is. It has technological power and everything, talent and all the inventions in the world. So,
Yeah,
like tariff, whatever you want, he is literally that Trump is literally behaving like a mad person.
yeah,
But every country is tolerating that because country is powerful.
yes, it advanced in defense system scientifically, say,
Yeah.
space and research centers and this what we can say all
Even
the scientific advancements they are reading.
even today, I was searching about the best places to learn AI, ML, and there's blockchain technologies and all these things. The
Okay.
labs and institutions were all from America.
Yeah.
That's the problem, actually.
Oh, our people also,
See,
they
Anna,
in the
one more
leading
thing.
companies, they are in leading companies, and they at least not sponsoring to develop a own system in India.
Yeah, one more thing is like if you go to IITs or some places, all the professors would have somewhere MIT, Stanford, or all these things.
Uh,
Why that's the thing?
why? I also don't understand. So many IITs are there, IIMs are there. People doing IITs and where they are going actually.
But that has become the thing actually. Even Chinese Chinese people
Uh,
better than
where they
India.
are going actually, IITians and so many budget investing for it to make a great engineers for India, and they are becoming India engineers and scientists and going to other countries and serving to the other countries. Why don't the
Mm.
people try to advance in indigenous technology?
Mm.
No one is thinking
Yeah, yeah,
really.
yeah. Yeah, that is.
That is the problem. They will, if you, they will get a seat in IIT and they will complete their graduation so that the foreign country will come and give their placement. And
Yeah,
they will
pick them up.
go and get money, good package. Who will think?
India, in, if, uh,
If the same case with Abdul Kalam, still we might not have been created atom bombs extra.
yeah, exactly. Like he was the lead. See, the thing is, people even they are tell you like to the point, top-notch scientists.
Yeah.
You need the urge and that special madness to take up a project and risk amounts like 390 crores at that time in 1983 or something like that.
Mm.
390 crore into in 1983. By this time, you can multiply 80, 85 times, something like that.
Oh my God.
Risking that 33, 43,000 crores if you just do like a.
Oh my
So
God.
that kind of people really that.
No, now at this point of time, technology is made very easy, and what we can say, resource accessing also very easy.
And ఇంకోటనా లైక్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఆ బుక్ చదివితే ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే
Mm.
ఇంకోటి ఇది తెలుస్తుంది నార్మల్ గా లైక్ జస్ట్ స్టడింగ్ డూయింగ్ యువర్ ఓన్ సింగిల్ రీసెర్చ్ won't make you great things actually.
Yeah.
You may find out something but doesn't yield to like a satellite SLV-3s or a satellite launcher or something like BrahMos Agnis and that intercontinental
Intercontinental
domestic
missiles.
missile kind ballistic missiles kind of thing. They won't come just out of one mind.
Yeah.
The way he used all the institutions and all these organizations to accomplish that thing,
Yeah.
really అసలు అసలు
Picture.
చూస్తుంటే చదువుతుంటే అసలు పిచ్చెక్కిపోతుంది ఒక్కొక్క ఎంత శ్రద్ధతో చదవాలనిపిస్తుంది
Yeah.
అంటే
Yeah.
రియలీ అసలు.
Really, I'm very lucky enough that in my BTech first year, that was
ఓకే
the
ఓకే ఓకే
second language, that sorry, first language English
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే
subject. Yeah, so my mind was also I was thinking, so yes, why can't I should change my lifestyle with the studies and these things. And my thought process also changed after reading this Wings of Fire, APJ Abdul Kalam. Yeah, that book, that's it. It will change actually.
అసలు అలా నిజంగా చెప్తున్నా లైక్ దాట్ థింగ్ రియలీ వెన్ హీ వాజ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు లైక్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ ద లాంగ్ రేంజ్ మిసైల్ థింగ్ అగ్ని వాట్
Agni one. Yeah, Agni only. First thing Agni only, I think. Check it out once.
Agni 2, BrahMos not. I think Agni was the
Agni.
Agni.
Yeah, Agni only. Episode.
Agni. operational range is 5,500 to 8,000 kilometers.
See,
इंडिया में बैठ के अमेरिका उड़ा देगा. Yeah, when he was trying to when this ISRO and DRDO was trying to this create Agni, the way he used technologies from different organizations to achieve this particular thing,
actually, na, that is
adi kuda, like you being scientist is one thing, then you becoming the leader and manager and all these things is the next level thing.
managing and leading is
Yeah, and using technology from
technology.
different organizations.
It is just what we can say.
అసలు లిటరల్లీ అలా చదువుతుంటే అసలు గూస్ బంప్స్ టైప్ అన్న. లిటరల్లీ కొన్ని బుక్స్ నేను నాకు ఫ్యూ బుక్స్ ఇలాగా ఇంతకు ముందు రివల్యూషన్ 2020 అని లైక్ ఒక అతను రాశారు. అది అబౌట్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ ప్లేస్, ఈ హోలీ ప్లేస్ ఎక్కడనా, ఈ సంగం ఏమది లక్నో.
Which one?
I don't know exactly. The ghats where people do all this harati, diya and everything.
Ganga?
Yeah, Ganga. He was writing about Revolution 2020 by Chetan Bhagat. I really fascinated and read. That was the first book ever completed very fast, I think. That was the first book. It was somewhere around 2018, I think, 2018.
Okay.
It was really fascinating. I read that completed. Then after that, for me, if I get interest in books, one day completing one book wasn't a big deal.
Oh my God! Wow. Yeah, super habit actually. You have really you cultivated the reading habit within 1 year. Within this 1 year, na? Yeah, it is very great actually. I am pleased actually. I'm very happy so that I get like-minded that we can discuss the things.
We are able to discuss these things.
Yeah. Otherwise, I can't. With whom I could discuss with these things, and who will imagine or who will what we can say that you envisioned that lifestyle where like the lifestyle where like this, and how would be next generations. So that what type of what type of role model we will become to our society or our next generations, right? So
exactly.
these are the things what makes me to discuss all those things.
Really. Even I'm happy actually. At least we are able to do this.
Yeah. You see, this is a very great subject, and without having at least a basic knowledge, we can't discuss these things.
Exactly. And that thing, like when he achieves that SLV3, the first project was hovercraft.
Yeah.
That was stopped. Kalam sir's first project got hovercraft, and that was stopped without these things for some reason.
Yeah.
And the second, before achieving the SLV3, SLV-1, SLV, that satellite launch vehicles, the two have failed.
Yeah.
For some reason, the first was stopped, and even that some other defense project was also stopped. He has had 4 failures before achieving SLV-3.
Yeah.
Satellite vehicle.
Yes.
Successful launching. That failures also. Wow, that's really.
And that the overcoming it very, what we can say, the smooth way, how he overcomes that failures, na? That teaches us we sometime if we fail, na, we will become like anything that failing like that. But APJ Abdul Kalam, he overcome it in such a way that also inspires very lot. That why should I feel like this? So I will also do. So this type of energy we will get actually positive vibe.
Even when you read this what is this Abdul Kalam, I think you start believing even strongly in God, or you
Yes.
try to at least understand with rationally uh, how to be spiritual
Yeah.
instead of just
Yes.
denying the fact that
Yes.
like
Yes. Yes.
spiritual people, the religious
Yes.
people are mad.
Yeah.
If you are a normal person, even if you are a religious person,
Mm.
one day you may come up with the idea that this is a shit.
Yeah.
But when you are like what is this Abdul Kalam, it is
Yeah.
really hard to just
Yeah,
let go of.
you cannot deny the spiritual or only science is exist. No,
Yeah, yeah,
these two are
exactly.
coexisted. Actually, he has written one book about I told you that transcendental
Yeah,
minds.
transcendence.
It
Yeah,
it
I
is aligned with
actually.
totally spiritual life journey. You must go through this book.
Yeah, yeah, definitely I will.
Yeah.
First, the second thing I'm reading is
Ignited
Ignited
minds.
Mind.
Yeah.
Already I've read some 40 pages something.
Mm.
And
No, no. Once
next thing
again.
will be that
Yeah.
Vision
Yeah.
2020 for
Yeah.
the new millennium.
Yeah.
That thing I will read. Then after that, Beyond 2020.
Yeah.
There is another book called Beyond 2020.
Okay.
Then maybe Transcendence.
Yeah. Okay, go through. If you get soft copies, now please send me to. I will also read once again this Ignited Mind and Wings of
Actually,
Fire.
I really see if you, I may order all these the hard copies to you because that will help others to at least see that there exists this book. So
Yeah,
they might find it,
no, I have this hard copy at home actually.
all of them.
Yeah, no, only this Wings of Fire.
I have Wings of Fire and England Minds too,
Yeah,
but I didn't
because
open. I
I
read it
kept
and
that book now. It is very inspirational to me actually. Since my first year BTech, I kept that book with me.
even people with talent and all these things also do not read. Actually, one
Yeah.
guy, BTech, my roommate, he
Mm.
also got book for some his own outstanding performance in school, but he has given that book to me.
Yeah.
That's the shit he didn't read.
He didn't read it. He might have give. He might have. Yes.
No, that is the problem with the society who
Yes.
are
Yes.
able
Yes.
and not able to read these kind of books.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit.
So
I mean,
yes, really, this is set. Why? Because people don't read and give someone to, oh, he will read and it will be useful for him. People don't think
yeah,
that
someone is
if
given you because it has some reason for you to. He could have given some other thing, like
yeah,
directly he would have given some 1,000 rupees or some something
huh. So you
of
see,
some other thousand
if
rupees value. But he has given books means it means something. I
yeah,
mean, at least
see,
for that reason you have to read.
yeah, even last time I gave one girl for birthday gift Wings of Fire only. Birthday gift I gave one degree student, one of our that Sangam member's birthday daughter. Everyone said that okay, this that no no no. She is student. Let us give book, and I gave APJ Abdul Kalam book.
Okay, okay.
See, what we this bullshit. What people will just hand over the books because someone is will it will helpful to someone without reading themselves. This is the problem. Our minds are not becoming rational.
And Nana, like if you have not read this Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, I haven't
Yeah.
read. I've read that really is an amazing book. Nana.
Yes.
People referring many times, but I didn't read. But I recently read to an extent, but because there was an exercise, I couldn't complete that exercise, so I stopped it there.
Okay.
Because if that book says to do so, I'm not doing and skipping that thing, then there is no point me reading completely.
Okay.
So I stopped there.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Really very good. You can read one go and it says about something like perspectives
Oh,
and
oh,
how
oh, oh.
really amazing book. Anna.
Yeah.
One of the
Really.
if you have to it is like any book is a good book. Like if it gives good information,
Mm.
that way you can if you have time, if you
Yeah.
want someone to read, then that will be the really amazing book. Anna.
Yeah.
Like I felt
Without
like
reading.
when I read that book, then I felt like. I think I should stop reading any other book but this book, at least thrice, because that's and after reading this Wings of Fire, I started feeling like I should read at least some 10 people's biography first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great actually. That's great, really great. See, Tapudu, when I was reading, after I was started reading books, when my career started as a teacher.
Mhm.
You was a student at that time, right?
Yeah,
Inter
yeah, yeah.
engineering, he was a student. I was started reading books. I used to read books, read books, read books. It become more information in my mind. And I need a one person I can convey. Actually, when I was there, I used to discuss with this Swamijis, all those all with them. But now I departed from them. So no one is there. But still we were discussing the things like this. And recently one from 1 year, you also started books reading, and we are discussing about reading about the books. Na,
Actually,
this
yeah,
also
acceleration. What is
true.
that? Because
Actually,
the
it accelerates more and more to for me also. I have to read books so that we can
yeah,
discuss like that.
actually, the thing is, for me, these 1 2 years, the like rate at which I could read, the ability to understand went up. So that's the thing. That's why
Yeah.
I'm able to read more.
Yeah. That's great. Actually, really, I thankful to you. Really, yeah, see, I could discuss the things what is going on in my mind. If people don't understand, if minds are not like-minded, now we cannot discuss. We become silent. We cannot speak with the people who will not never understand.
Mm-hmm.
We become silent automatically. People will say, why this guy is
Mm.
not speaking, or why he is not speaking. They will become fed up with us.
Yeah, really. Even actually, I read this book. When time came, I started discussing with other people. Like I started giving yarn to them.
People will think that this is gyan, but this is reality to what we can say, to change our thought process. What we can say, the recycling our thought process actually.
Exactly, and at least I'm. It is like when we are thinking about something,
Mm.
we get these kind of things. Like otherwise, you suggesting this thing and I reading this thing, hardly 3 4 days taken to complete that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 105 pages.
Wow. Yeah, really great. It took me 1 year to understand. Not 1 year, at least took
Yeah,
five at least.
it's not like that कि skim करके चले गया. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like skimming, not
Uh,
understanding some part and leaving with great clarity actually.
yes.
Otherwise, it uh, you
You,
cannot
you
really
know, if you
explain.
if you if you read for first time without reading any book, it will do, you will not never get it.
Yeah, it is really the language. Like if you are
Yeah,
even the kind of language sometimes it gets complicated,
yeah.
sometimes easy, and sometimes
L-
plain, sometimes that thing, and even to understand the right way that sentence and
Hmm.
all these things gets. Yeah,
See,
that thing
the
really.
language will differ from the authors, right?
Yeah.
Language differs from the authors. It differs actually.
Mm,
So unless you have a habit of reading books, then only
mm,
you will understand by reading what one once.
yeah.
Otherwise, Wings of Fire I have been reading for all engineering to
See,
understand it.
if you really want to check me, then you could
Mm.
read one more time and tell me whether I'm just bluffing or something like that.
No. Why? See, I was scanned so many times that
Okay.
I cannot pinpoint now, but I know the value, and I know the vision. I know the what we can say, the that how it ignites the mind, how it what we can say,
Captivates that
yeah,
reader
captivates the,
actually.
yes,
Yeah,
captivates the
it is
reader,
really.
and it will put a flame into this heart and mind.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
that is the fireness of that book. I understand that is why I am
Yeah,
discussing with you. Otherwise, oh, Tamud, leave it, we will discuss discuss other thing.
yeah, really.
And it's a very great book it is, and very great our personality existed in India, that is grateful.
Yeah.
We have to grateful him always. So this kind of knowledge sharing is required to what we can say, set what we try to bring changes in thought process. Means we have to give this kind of knowledge to the people, especially students.
Mm.
Nowadays, there is no age factor or qualification factor for
Actually,
technology and
mm,
understanding the subject.
And one more thing is, like what distinguishing between these thinkers and just smart, smartest in this is ability to like think like this actually, ability to read and all these things. I think so.
Hmm.
Really, I was listening to people videos saying that most rewarding skills are reading books, but now I understand why it is rewarding.
Yeah, so many great, there's
At least
great
you are
personalities.
able to, yeah, at least you are able to grasp someone else's
Thought
thought
process,
process,
ideology,
and
ideology and thought
yeah,
process and vision.
and vision they had,
Yes.
and all these things.
No, see, these are the templates. We take it and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
engineer it ourselves.
yeah. Exactly.
This
This
is the
is
simple process of
exactly.
life. This is the simple process of life.
Yeah, right words
If you
exactly.
understand, if anybody understand, everything is existed. I remember that one day we were discussing about some we have to learn this, and why should you learn, Anna? Already, why should you create new things already created once? Why you are trying? You put the frame template and work it out. So I was thinking that, yeah, Tamudu said, yeah, template is there. Why I am struggling to create new things?
Mm.
No, I was also what I should create in my own language so that I can understand the what we can say, the concept, and I will create in my own language.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
this is killing the time
Yeah,
unnecessarily.
I
From
have.
that day, you
Mm,
mentioned that day, suppose we were talking about some subject.
mm.
That day you mentioned that why should we create new one now? Everything is there.
Okay.
We take template and engineer it, and if anything we get new idea, then we can enhance it. That is
Yeah.
the evolution. That is the evolution.
Mm.
This is a simple thing we have to understand actually.
Even the engineering and invention thing yesterday, the when I was watching the video,
Hmm.
I really got fascinated by the idea that there is something called invention, there is something called engineering,
Yeah.
and there is something called the scientist, and then there is something called engineer. Engineer is the person who creates things.
Yeah.
Scientist is the person who invents things,
Invents
but
things.
he doesn't materialize things. I
Yeah.
mean, he given the formula, but
Yes.
engineer is the one who really makes that formula work on the earth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, if you read, it is Nicholas Tesla. I used to tell everyone, Nicholas
Okay,
Tesla.
okay, okay, okay.
Nicholas Tesla. He
Mm,
used to follow Swami Vivekananda when he used to go there and lecture in America.
mm, mm,
Now, he was not scientist at that time.
mm.
Every time that non-duality and metaphysics,
Uh,
non-duality and metaphysics subject used to uh, give lecture
mm,
by Swami
mm,
Vivekananda, and
mm,
he was the follower.
mm,
No, now
yeah.
he got from the what we can say idea he has got it, he got, and he engineered it.
Mm,
That is that simple example. And now he is a Tesla, and in his name there is a unit we are reading today in the physics.
one of
Right.
the highly what we call influential individuals ever lived on earth is one of
Yeah.
them is Tesla.
Yes, Tesla.
Uh,
So
Tesla is really amazing. Now I understand why reading is
very
really gives
important.
you the
Yes,
ability to think about future.
yes, yes,
Really
Tamudu. Yes,
useful.
this really I assured that. You was a student at that time. I was reading.
Oh yeah,
That
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 time.
that time that time no one is with me to discuss things.
Okay.
I used to tell you na every time I used
Mm,
to discuss things with the monks at our institute,
mm,
and
yeah.
I always miss that someone has to understand my feelings. I want to tell them
Mm,
who is from my own motherland. He
mm,
must be my own motherland. Of course, they are also my brothers, and I don't deny them. But when very own persons, if come and understand our feelings and become like-minded, so there will be a evolution. There will be a change in thought process at that society.
mm.
Yes or no?
Exactly.
Otherwise, we will remain at the, like a frogs in the well, and we will think that, oh, this is the everything for us.
Exactly, exactly. Yes. See, the thing is, uh, once he is done and retired in 2022,
Okay,
then he has started like no 2022 he was retired from whole responsibilities of all this government duties and all these things.
okay,
In
uh-huh.
1991 only, when he was 62 or something, he retired from DRDO. As
Okay,
he was a director of that whole DRDO at the time.
okay,
Then he moved to government of India as a scientific advisor and a special space and defense kind of scientific advisor. Then I think 2000 somewhere 2002 to 2008 or 7 or something he was a president.
mm-hmm.
At that time he and another Brahm Prakash, or not Brahm Prakash, someone has decided to establish school.
Okay,
So so that they can create people like them, at least
yeah,
not
yeah,
them but someone who has the vision like them.
yeah, okay, okay,
That but they, yeah, that like people like us should read about them every bit that is available and create something like that, because
yes,
what else one needs in
yeah,
country or any organization or any society?
yeah,
People like them as a role model. If
yeah,
they wanted to
definitely.
create schools, so and so and that led to the writing of these books and all these things,
See,
so that they
yeah,
can pass on this gyan to next generations, and
yeah,
they can,
yeah, yeah.
let's see what will happen with us. I don't know, but we are discussing this much.
Yeah, we are really. All right, we are taking it very interestingly. I'm not getting sleeping actually. If we get any new idea, new subject, then we can discuss again.
బిట్టు బిటనా ఇంత క్లారిటీతో అంత వన్ గోలో చదువుకొని వెళ్ళడం, ఐ థింక్ ఐ రియలీ లైక్ ఇట్. ఇట్
Yeah,
వాజ్ లైక్ లేజర్ షార్ప్ ఫోకస్.
yeah. Lasers are is like robot. If robot will read, it will reflect very fast. The accurate answer.
some some numbers, at least not
Yeah,
pinpointing the dates and all these things, but I could remember the time period when this thing happened.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great actually.
Yeah.
That's great. Within 1 year, you have developed the reading skills, and see, you have that much skill. It has been developed so that we are discussing this much subject without
Mm,
book.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, otherwise, why will feel more? No,
Mm, mm.
this. Okay, the days to come, and let's discuss
Yeah.
some new subjects. If possible, we will invent a new idea.
And one more thing is we want to change our community.
Yeah,
This thing and having books of Abdul Kalam.
yeah, yes,
What else do you need?
yeah.
Who else?
See,
Can you be the greater person than Abdul Kalam or someone else? No.
yeah, no.
Literally, no. Who else will be the light to
See,
hope,
one boy was,
the mission that we want to take forward,
yeah,
like establishing this thing, that thing, and
yes,
creating
impact on the
people,
society.
at least, yeah,
No. See, APJ Abdul Kalam is his background is coming from the fishing,
mm,
paper boy. He is made proud of this scientific evolution in India. And see, as we discussed that
when we
to,
yeah, when we read people like uh, instead of reading even religious books, and when we read people like them, we get the clarity in life.
yeah, yes,
When we get clarity in life, so everything falls into place.
yes, yes.
Like
Everything
we
will,
when
yeah, everything will fall
see
in line.
when we do not have clarity and goal kind of thing, greater goal in life,
Yeah,
greater goal. Even Abdul Kalam says in this book, like instead of going after this short-term pleasures like or uh, what is this? Even UPSC clearing is also short-term goal. There is
Yeah.
nothing like long-term goal that you have. You want to change the whole country. That's why you are appearing for
Uh,
UPSC. Instead of holding on to that kind of short-term goal,
mm.
you strive for something tangible, like
Yeah,
more
tangible.
solid,
Yeah,
more
solid and
solid.
yeah,
Yeah,
long
he
lasting.
says,
Long
yeah,
lasting.
long lasting. Yeah, that
Or
he says.
long lasting, what we can say, consistency.
Yeah, I mean, long lasting is better
Yeah,
than
long,
consistency. Yeah,
yeah, long
yeah,
lasting.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, my thought process is always about the standard principles, right? If
Mm,
we are giving a thought process to someone, it must be standard so that he will never fail anywhere if in his journey of life. If
mm,
anywhere he fails, that means what we said to him is wrong or we were false. He will, if we when he realize that, he will realize that they were wrong. They misguided me. This was wrong. So what I think always is to give suggest to people is uh, to standardize your thought process, right?
mm.
Which will carry you till your life is there.
And one more thing, Anna, like read as much as you can.
Yeah, knowing new
Because
things, read the
even
experiences.
the very person like Abdul Kalam, if you sit with him and spend whole year, he cannot even give the information he has
Put
given
until
in his book.
yeah, yeah. No one, no one.
Yeah, that really so
More books has to read. We have to read it.
yeah,
Actually.
more books we have to
Mm. You get
even
that this transcendental mind also I didn't get
yeah,
actually.
definitely I will read. I
Uh,
have planned like today, tomorrow I may complete. I mean tomorrow, I mean today morning, the morning
yeah,
coming morning, and
yeah,
tomorrow. By tomorrow I should complete this ignited mind.
yeah,
No excuses.
yeah. Okay.
Already, uh,
Please send me also. It is soft copy or hard copy.
soft copies I am reading currently. Hard
It is
copy
shareable.
ordering.
It is shareable or not?
Yeah, it is shareable. I
Yeah,
download online
okay,
these
okay.
things. Yeah, and
Send me through
what
WhatsApp actually. I will also read
what
it.
I was talking yeah.
One second.
The Vikram Sarabhai, like there was one incident where Abdul Kalam was sitting, standing next to his project mates. They were there uh, giving presentation about their project. Then one senior scientist asked Abdul Kalam, they have presented what they have done. What you have done? Yeah, that person has asked Abdul Kalam, what you have done. Then Vikram, Abdul Kalam says, that was the first time I have ever seen Vikram Sarabhai getting angry against
Abdul Kalam.
somebody. No, no, no,
Somebody.
not Abdul Kalam.
Okay, he was
That
anger.
person, the scientist who was asking about the question. It
Okay,
is
okay.
not about who has done that, but it is not. It is about who has led that thing to happen.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, they have contributed, but it is
It gone
always,
wrong. It was gone wrong. It
yeah, that thing, that leadership qualities and all
yeah.
these things,
Yes, yes,
and the
yes.
madness to lead,
Yeah.
and I mean, bringing things into reality.
Yeah.
These kind of things are really, I think that really gives mad goosebumps.
See the reading way, the behavior, the softness of coordinating with the colleagues and all these things. How it happens in that such a great projects. Actually, how disciplined mind is required. So how
And
you are well educated and aspect of behavior with the colleagues. If your
mm,
mission is going to fail at the next moment,
yeah,
how you could handle your emotions, these things.
and yeah, and one more thing, Anna, there was like you are presenting a project worth some thousand of crores, like current, if you consider into current scenario, the project's worth would be. somewhere around like 40,000, 50,000 crores,
Crores.
and you're
Definitely.
presenting that
Right.
thing and it didn't exist,
Yeah.
and you're not copying someone.
Yeah.
You have to build it from scratch,
Yeah.
and it is for a period of some 5 years.
If it is failed, then 40,000
Yeah.
40,000 crore is
Then what kind of plan and what kind of conviction, what kind of vision you should have to
bring it again.
ask for 40, 50,000 crore.
Yeah.
That level of clarity,
Nah, you are risking about that much money.
yeah, that much
Then
money.
what clarity you should
Even
have?
even Abdul Kalam has written he was doubt that he would get that much money.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
He was in doubt that he would get that much money, but when he has demonstrated that thing to that the then defense minister,
Yeah.
all he said was he wanted to something one more extra thing that integrated some thing,
Yeah.
and
Integrated.
they have changed some thing including that integrated thing, and the next day the when they presented
Hmm.
that, defense minister was very happy,
Wow.
and he has sanctioned 388 crore
See.
when they requested for 390 crores.
See.
This is the exact number
Yeah.
390 they have written in that book, and
Yeah.
the sanction was 388 crore. Imagine that. Even in wildest dream, even Abdul Kalam didn't believe that he would get that much money granted.
Yeah. He never expected that the money will be
Yeah,
granted.
that was too much to ask. Really, that can see the kind of what to ask even at this point of time. If you
Oh.
are asking some 5,000 crore or 10,000 crore to a government about
Oh.
some project,
Oh.
see what kind of conviction and what kind of vision, what kind of plan, what kind of presentation you should be having.
True.
And that doesn't exist till now. You're not copy pasting something.
Yes.
At least copy pasting thing you believe that it can happen,
It can
but
happen. Okay, we can adjust some material is there so that we will adjust it here. We have to bring it into scratch
yeah,
zero. In such
that
cases,
that thing, and really that kind of thing when you read that gives literally either you do not understand or you get goosebumps.
yeah, really, that concept, that clarity is required. When we required when we are doing project, if we have knowledge, confidence,
At least
experience,
we try to develop that kind of thing when we read about them.
yes, yes, reading
When we do
books.
not read,
True, true. Actually, see, we are brought up in a very rural area where no background and even though no educated persons were there before us, right?
mm,
So today we are discussing such great personalities and such great subjects about
mm,
science and technology and evolution of science and technology and social fabrications and this what we can say that the mindset of these people and these things this thought process has been evolved because of reading books only and discussions.
mm.
Otherwise, we cannot imagine this possible ways and
Yeah, who can imagine this thing, Anna? Like this
yeah,
thing he has done, he has written. That's why we are thinking that was possible. But
yeah,
can we think that even possible? Can you
yes,
think? I think no. In our wildest dream, we cannot think that kind of thing.
yes,
Wildest dream means even the imagination. We cannot dream that.
yes, yes, yes.
Like asking for the current, like for us,
Hmm.
or for anyone, asking a government some 40,000, 50,000 crores for
Hmm.
period of 5 years to develop some project. Do you
Yes,
think you will dream that big dream?
yes, yes. We can't. We can't. It's just unimaginable,
Yeah,
like
unimaginable.
as common man.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Actually, for me, it is like reviewing a book.
Yeah.
Thank you for at least sharing, Kosum. Like,
Yeah.
at least I could know that I remember that book, whatever I read.
Yes. Yes. No, it will be. It will be. Occasionally, it will come automatically. It will come.
Yeah, situationally.
Yeah. See, I also once upon a time I read it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I read it, and
I
I
read
told
it
it.
freshly, so I
Yeah,
could remember the figures too.
figures. At least you figure
Yeah,
out because you recently read it.
yeah, recently read it. Yeah,
But I could match. I could understand because I know the subject.
yeah. You can see that
See,
sometimes the thing is,
otherwise, if I don't know, if you speak about that and you will give lecture,
yeah,
I will get bored.
exactly. The thing is, there is some book called some bad word like don't give a fuck about something.
Mm,
There I read some things about Hiro Onida, some person.
okay.
These things occasionally come
Yes.
committing to
Yes.
a
Yes. Yes. It was feeded in your mind, then it will occasionally come.
yeah, occasionally come when we discuss. Yeah, that thing I read long back. I mean, at least 2, 3 years before, but I
Mm,
could remember by scenario those things. Or
mm,
that Auschwitz gas chamber thing scenario
yes.
in that same book.
Mm,
How you like perspective, even being inside that gas chamber and trying to figure out the
mm,
ways to get out instead of just carried away by the fear and uh, what is that dread that normally people have when they're into that kind of concentration camps like Nazi Germany. That
yeah.
yeah, what is that genocide thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that example was also there. I read it long back, but I could remember things, not numbers, but I could remember whatever the situations explained there.
Mm,
So it is nothing like we forget unless we do not understand it.
yes. Yes.
Yeah,
If once you clearly pinpoint understanding, then it will forever. It will
yeah, it
forever.
will
It will
remain somewhere
remain
in
for
our
forever.
resources, yeah,
Yeah.
in our brain, and it will come out when we need.
Mm.
Yeah.
I actually one English lecture was there in B.Tech. No? He was fought
Okay.
for me also because he favored to me very much
Okay.
when
Okay.
situations come. So I
Hmm.
remember very well actually. He used to tell this subject. He used to actually English teacher. This was English subject actually English
Yeah.
subject.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
He was used to tell at that time. This I'm not fluent in English also understanding level also very low. But I because his way of teaching was good and I understood the book and I once he taught this subject, but I carried it for a long time. That means I have to understand this. I had
Hmm.
to read this. So while reading this book, I get some energy to read. Oh no, I had to telecast. I have to complete this engineering like that. So as a what we can say Telugu medium schooling background, I had
Hmm.
just what we can say little English.
Hmm. Yeah, that's we have passed through some situations so we can easily understand. Either there are two phases, Anna.
Yeah,
Either you do not cross that level,
yeah,
you remain in that part only, or you
yes.
cross at that level and you can
Okay.
see what has
New,
happened there.
yes,
That process that you have,
come through.
yeah, come through, yeah, that thing.
Mm. Really, I feel very,
So we can relate, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
See, today I'm speaking English and I can understand books, reading books in
yeah,
English.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what I can say at that time, I used to speak Butler English like that fascinate to speak English and learning more than one languages.
Hmm.
Uh, so, because of that only, I also habitually reading books
Hmm.
every time, and now I can also once if I book read any book, I could understand once at a time
Hmm. Hmm.
in English. Now it
Hmm.
become what we can say so that the Telugu I can't read Telugu actually.
Yeah, see, the thing is, na,
I
if you
can read,
try
but
to,
the commanding of reading English book will not come in Telugu.
yeah, that thing. Like to an extent, English becomes way easier than Telugu also. To an
Yeah,
extent,
yeah, yeah.
when you like complex, when you there are some complex words that is easier to understand in English only than to go and try to find out in Telugu.
Yes, yes. Telugu is beautiful language, but
Yeah,
this what we can say, this what dominating scenario
yeah,
in the current world is technology
yeah,
and this
yeah.
evolution of what we can say
Mm.
civilization.
And even
India.
see, you only know one more thing, the kind of thing. If I had only known Telugu and trying to find out a book on ignited minds or wings of fire on Telugu,
Yes, he could not find it.
I could not find.
When
Or some
it is
other
not
every book,
available easily.
yeah, every book on this thing won't be. Maybe you can find popular books like someone has translated
Yeah.
like this ignited minds or these
Mm.
things, but something like
Mm.
transcendence or something like
No,
revolution
if
2020.
translated also, it will not what we can say somewhere the what we can say the intensity of the language will change actually.
Yeah, exactly. They try, they make more like
Yes.
Grandika, that what do we call the Grandika Bhasa there.
Yes,
They
yes.
use it won't be like normal language. Then we won't get the intensity there.
Yes, 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 yes. The
Yeah,
feel.
yeah, that thing. Yeah, that's why some things won't be available, and sometimes this thing changes. So that's why we should learn because.
Uh-huh.
See, even in India, the
Mm.
most successful and most prominent people not writing in any like Hindi or another region, like they're first writing in English, then getting translated.
Mm.
It is easy to write in English, even if you want to like foreign or any other countries
Yes.
books, then it is like English. So it is must to uh, know
Mm.
English to be the first person to hold on to that opportunity.
Yes, yes.
By
So,
the time
see,
this AI and all this thing comes in the Telugu,
uh,
people AI will be next to what is
even
yeah, this is the information age.
yes,
Before this was industrial age.
yeah.
So it is like by the time AI things go to some information age, then
Mm.
Telugu people will be in industrial age.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So we should
No,
give that patience.
when I realized means see, I have one book what is Swami Vivekananda lectures from
Mm.
uh, Almora to Colombo.
Mhm.
Lectures from Almora to Colombo book is there. Swami
Mhm.
Vivekananda's lectures. So I read the English medium book totally.
Uh-huh.
No, see, in 2016 I conducted the meeting because after reading that book only I got the energy and I have conducted a meeting in Guntasima.
Okay, okay.
Okay. After reading this book, so people could not understand English. So what I could do is I have to
Translator, get
translate
some translated book.
translator a translated
Translated
book.
book. Yeah.
Then I got in Ramakrishna Mission Visakhapatnam. Once I came here and I visited the library and I bought the Telugu medium book
Uh-huh.
and started reading.
Uh-huh.
I'm not getting the intensity of the dialogues which is delivered in English.
Okay, okay, okay.
So then I understood, oh my God, it will become complicated to reading Telugu books and understand and give the same dialogue, same intensity. People can understand. So, oh my God, this has become so. I have to and I have to translate myself, but I don't read translated books. That was the
Yeah.
problem.
Even sometimes some book I wanted to give as a gift to somebody,
Uh,
one of my friend,
yeah.
to make things easy. I wanted to gift that book in Telugu.
Mm.
I tried to find out that book in Telugu, so I didn't find.
No, no,
So
no, no. It is giving no, reading only Telugu is okay. If you don't read it in other version of other language of book, you read it in
no,
Telugu
no, no, no. Not saying
directly.
that.
Uh,
Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, you're right. The way you said about that book, the intensity and all these things.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're directly reading it in Telugu, then no problem with it.
Yes.
You try to understand the way you want and the intensity it feels.
Yes.
But the thing I'm saying is some books are not directly available in Telugu.
Yeah, Telugu.
Yeah,
All the
because
books are not available directly.
the scientific society completely
Mm,
doesn't exist in Telugu, so they do not want to convert. At least maybe you can find things in Chinese because most
yeah.
people will be doing. But in
Oh,
India, it is difficult because
I wanted to teach a Telugu medium book to my, what we can say, my one of niece.
Mhm.
I told you, na, yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
I told recently I was searching academic books of 11th class.
Okay.
So I could not find Telugu medium and open schooling. My book is there and it is not as CBSE syllabus. So I could not find the exact book. So everything is framed and why could I translate it again? So I thought, okay, I will teach in NCERT book only.
Mm.
I read in English and I will make it clear in Telugu
Mm.
or other language so that she
Mm.
will understand the concept.
Mm.
That was the motto. So I am not giving the answer to by heart, na. I am making her
Mm.
to visualize the things that
Mm.
chemical things or physical things exist in the world and what we use
Mm.
utilize, what we use every day, and
Mm.
what is the use for it for us, and what we can do with the things. So these are the
Mm.
things what we do every day. So
Exactly.
language is not a barrier to understand the subject. Actually, I told.
Mm.
So she could now realize that, oh, really, yeah, I'm getting my, okay, I'm getting it. She's now explaining what I'm saying. She's explaining now.
Mm.
She's able to explain the subject
Mm.
or the topic, particular topic. Oh, this subject, this suppose why I'm telling about the substance or matter. Okay, matter is this. So matter is some property. So that matter should
Mm.
be, matter is a physical existence. So it has to be, it must have a volume and size.
Mm.
So like that. So she could understand it and practically we say
Mm.
this workout actually.
Mm.
So language is not a barrier actually. If we really wanted to make understand the subject.
Yeah, yeah. But problem comes when the very information is not available in your language,
Yes,
and you
yes,
try to gain that information for some other language which you do not understand.
yes.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
We are
that's why we need to have some universal uh,
language.
language and hold on to it.
Mm,
In India, it can never happen coming to some local language because we India do not have single language.
yes, yes.
It is very difficult thing too because
Yeah.
language
Eh,
is associated with pride of that particular area and everything.
as many as
Yeah, you cannot
geographical
yeah,
as many geographical location changes, language changes in India. That is the
yeah,
great thing
exactly.
is.
See, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do not even have to change the geographical location. See,
Yeah.
we Kicho speaks something else.
Yeah.
We speak something else.
Yes.
Then, if you go just some 100 meters, or not 100 meters, 2-3 kilometers, there is
Hmm.
someone else called what is that? Pondu, and
Yeah.
someone else called that
Mm.
Kondadora.
Yes.
These people, they see different languages.
Yes.
And
In
different dialects.
in one village there are two different languages we are speaking in Guntasima Telugu,
Yeah.
and what we can say the other community they will speak other languages. Three to four different languages in one village.
Yeah.
Even it is not a city, a small village.
Yeah. Small village.
So
Like,
there is a language barrier. It's very big problem in India,
yeah.
especially in the rural people, rural areas.
When you go to Dumrigoda, then all the possible languages you find.
Possible language.
You find the Skicho, you find this Kui Vasa, and you find
Yes.
this Munda Vasa, and you find
This is
Odia,
the
you find
really
Telugu.
this makes very what we can say language barrier makes very complex to learn our
Yeah.
people actually. So translating,
Yeah, get it in. I get things in our own local language. It becomes
yes,
very, yeah.
it will
So
become
that's why
easy,
we have
but
to.
all knowledge is not accessible in all local language.
Yeah, that's the problem, Anna.
That's the
Yeah, that is the
problem.
problem actually.
So we have to access the universal language. Then only we can understand as early as possible access information from the world.
Yeah, exactly. or you will be left behind till some
Yes,
by the
still,
time you
uh,
get through someone get it
yes.
translated, then
Yes, it will become, see, one person will translate it into Telugu, so Telugu person will translate to your local language, and local
uh,
language into your mother tongue. This
yeah.
four level of translating only taking place. So
Mm.
people will, how how quickly they will get knowledge, real knowledge.
Yeah, that's why I like Jaganana for
Yeah.
this very reason. Like he wanted people to be global instead of very local.
Yes, yes, that I also, yes, I also support
Because
in that.
I and you cannot go home to home and school them and teach them to
Yes,
learn
our
English.
own
At least
language,
he
our
has
own mother
tried.
language, yes, and
He at
mother
least
own language.
tried to make
That
things
what it must be.
bit better for
English medium,
people.
making English medium and encouraging the local language also very important.
See, Anna, we have studied in Telugu, but we still know the thing because we mix certain things, but
Yes,
we know. And these people, other that Kui and